So I was asked about this cabling system for the stair and how this was achieved. So I thought I would do a quick video on that. So let's go to the south elevation. You'd have to do a section. I just don't have a building, so it doesn't really matter. So the way I achieved this, I'm not real happy with. It worked because I just kind of tricked Revit, but this is what it is. Essentially, let me select it. It's a curtain wall, and we can go into that, and we can see kind of what the curtain wall is made up of. So what we have is I have a little 3/16. I made these circular mullions that are 3/16 inch. So that is what's going on in there, and I've put the vertical space in at 4 inches. So that's going to work with a 12-inch tread. So it will just kind of naturally flow up the stairs. Now, how do you get it to flow up the stairs? Edit the profile, and you can put a profile on a curtain wall and any kind of wall, and so I really just drew it to fit the stairs. Now if I wanted it to kind of move with the stair, I could have it kind of locked in to each tread. A little bit painful to do, but as long as I didn't change the number of treads, it would actually be manipulated, kind of directly as I needed to adjust the stair. But really, this process would be kind of the last item. Once you've designed your stair and it's kind of solidified and it's kind of remaining where it is, that's the way you would do it. So yeah, that's how I did it. There's also another way to do it, and hang on a second. So let's see what other way we could get this thing to do the same thing. So let's just pretend this doesn't exist. We will hide it. And how will we handle creating that thing? Well, let's do create a railing system that would work with it. So let's just go in and go ahead and do that. So I'll just go to a level. I will create a railing, sketch a railing in. And then I'm going to have to create a new system. I may need to make it something that's a little closer to Alright, well, this is as close as we're going to get, right? So let's start manipulating this guy. I will edit that type, and inside of this I'll go ahead and duplicate it, and I'll call this my cable railing. And I don't really have anything to change there, so it's really going to be inside of here that I'm going to do that. So what I really need is a 3/16 inch round. So to do that, I will go under the families, and find this baluster round, and I'll just go ahead and duplicate this, and I'm going to call this out at 3/16 inch. and then open that up and put in 3/16 inch diameter. And then I'll go back into and edit this family. Edit placement, and I will go ahead and select that. Don't even know if I'm going to use it in these circumstances, but I'll go ahead and do that. It's 4 inch, actually probably is correct. Host at base is probably correct. Let's go ahead and apply that and take a look at where we're at. I think the other thing is I don't really want this top rail, so I'll take that off. Alright, you can see something's going on, but it may not be quite what we intended. So the host is here. Now, I think this is where the magic is going to occur. I'm just going to set this at 24 feet and apply that and see where we're at. So you can see this essentially does the same thing, obviously a little easier to create. It really, there's no good way to get this to kind of stop going up 24 feet. So if it's going to show up in certain sections, you have to kind of hide it or crop it out. But as long as you're not really doing anything above that ceiling plane, then this actually works pretty well. You can see that I drew my railing a little bit too long, so I mean in the end really should make that path kind of get closer to where it should be, which it should be like right there. And I think voila. So this is probably how I'd recommend it. You'd have to kind of just see, how much disturbance this gives your drawings, and how much that, So if I was still kind of working with the stairs and really kind of refining them, I might place this as a placeholder, and if it suddenly became a problem, then maybe I would go back and come back and actually do this curtain wall. It's pretty easy. Both of them are easy to set up. So there you go. That's it.